All right, 18, last two parts, C and D. They're asking us to write a sentence to explain what the slope tells me about the relationship between the age of the baby and its weight. So here's my equation and here's my slope. Now there's a couple things about your slope when you want to describe what the slope means in the context. A couple things you want to include. The word increase or decrease, because the slope's talking about how fast something's increasing or decreasing by. The word per or for every, and then you also want to make sure you include units. So I'm going to go ahead and start writing about this, and I'm going to make my answer a little bit better as I go. So I'm just going to start with this. So I'm just going to put that number, 1.25. This means 1.25 per, now there's an A here, I could put per age, but that doesn't make any sense. You would never say 1.25 per age. You would say 1.25 per, and if we go back, we're measuring age in months. So it's 1.25 somethings per month. So that's a good start. And then we should ask myself, now, is this slope, am I talking about an increasing relationship or a decreasing relationship? And we can see that our line is increasing and our slope is positive, so we should be talking about increasing relationship. So we can do a little better and say the slope means that the something is increasing by 1.25. Now 1.25 per month doesn't make any sense because it's like, what's my unit here? So I talked about including units. I got a unit, month, but it's 1.25. Let's go back and look what the unit is. Looks like it is, oh, the weight's being measured in pounds. Okay, pounds. So, it's weight, right? We're talking about weight. We're talking about a weight of babies. The weight is increasing by 1.25 pounds per month. Okay, so how I started it is I just looked at this and asked myself, what does this mean? And you might first say it's 1.25 per age, but then you really don't say that 1.25 per age. It must be per month because that's how we're measuring age. Then I decide if I should use increase or decrease. This is an increase situation. And then what's increasing? I don't want to say it is increasing. I want to say the weight is increasing by 1.25 pounds per month. And if I want to make this even better, I could say the slope means that a baby's weight increases by 1.25 pounds per month. But if you were to write this, this is definitely a proficient answer and shows you understand what the slope means in this context. Okay, so the y-intercept. The y-intercept, first of all, you'll notice the word increase or decrease doesn't show up anywhere in here. The y-intercept does not talk about how quickly something's increasing or decreasing by. That's just your slope. And it says, remember 0. So let's go back and see what the heck I mean by that. And what I mean by that is that your y-intercept is sort of your starting place, where you started out. So I said my y-intercept is 6.25. That means if I went back to month 0, the weight would be 6.25. And so let's think about a baby that's age 0 and its weight is 6.25. How does that make any sense? And if you remember, the only time you're age 0 is when you're first born. So you would say the y-intercept means a 0-month-old baby weighs, let's see, what's my y-intercept? 6.25. 6.25 pounds. Now that is definitely a proficient answer. And you could write that and that would be totally fine. But if I wanted to make my answer a tiny bit more sensical, or less mathy, I could maybe just say, oops, I changed the color in the back. I don't want to do that. There you go. The y-intercept means that a 0-month-old baby is a newborn. Newborn baby weighs 6.25 pounds. Oops. Yeah, pounds. There we go. Okay, so in both of these are proficient. You could write this one. You can write that one. This one just sounds a little more normal and less mathy.